Alright guys, I'm going to teach you how to migrate from the Pancake LPs to the Cafe LPs. Now a lot of farms, they're going through this process. Ketchup is not the first one and it's not going to be the last one, but they are doing it and it is a good thing for Ketchup. So what that means is when a farm first starts off, it generally is using Pancake liquidity to get started because Pancake started everything off and they're the easiest to get their liquidity going, and a lot of projects are forking PancakeSwap, so it makes a lot of sense. But when a project starts to get its own legs, most of them are going to form their own liquidity or transfer to some other liquidity. So in this case, Ketchup is going from Pancake to Cafe liquidity, and I'm going to teach you, if you've been farming under the Pancake LPs and Ketchup is going through the process of creating those again on the KetchupSwap LPs, I'm going to teach you how to move over. Remember, if you are on the old farms, you are going to want to move over because the rewards are already starting to stop and will continue to decrease and stop over time, and all that is going to get transferred over to the Cafe LPs. So you do want to go through this migration if you are in Cafe LP. So I already have all my LP under KetchupSwap, so I'm going to show you how to do this if I were to have to go through the process myself. So let's say you're over here in the farms. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let's say you're here in the farms and you're in the PancakeSwap LP because you still need to migrate. And instead of it saying approve contract right here, as you can see, the main farms, which would be Ketchup BNB and Ketchup BUSD, if you hit inactive, they're in the inactive pools now, which means they're not getting any rewards anymore. So these ones are, but they will be reduced and they will go to 0 eventually. So that's why we're having to migrate. So if you don't see your pool or your farm here and you haven't migrated, hit the inactive tab. If you're in Ketchup BNB or you're in Ketchup BUSD, hit the inactive tab and you'll be able to see it and you'll be able to go through this process. But if you are in one of these and it's still active, you still want to migrate because it's going to become inactive eventually. So you would not see this approved contract. Instead, you would see something that says, your harvest, you'd be able to harvest and you would see how much you're staking. So what you would do, pretend that I'm still in the KetchupSwap. You're going to hit the minus button, okay? And that's going to give you the option to unstake your farming pairs. So you're going to hit the minus button, you're going to unstake it, and you're going to confirm that transaction, and you're going to make sure that that transaction processes and goes through. Once that process goes through, you're no longer farming your LP pair. It's now in your wallet. Remember, this is a Pancake LP. So to break this LP, you need to go to PancakeSwap. You have a PancakeSwap LP, so you need to go to the left here and go trade PancakeSwap and hit liquidity. Then what you're going to do, you're going to go to your liquidity because we're not adding liquidity. And we need to remove it. Now, I don't have any, right? So it's not going to show up. But a lot of times it doesn't show up anyway. A lot of times, for some reason, and it's not because of KetchupSwap. This is just my general experience in DeFi. A lot of times the pairs don't show up. So what you need to do is import your pair. Now it's actually going to look slightly different than how it does right here. When you go to liquidity, and right now it's loading, which is unfortunate. Let me go here. You're going to need to hit find other LP tokens. Now, if it doesn't look exactly like this, I think PancakeSwap might have updated its UI because it normally doesn't look exactly like this. But what it normally looks like for me is it'll say it's actually kind of small, and it's in the text. It says import it. It says can't find your liquidity, import it. So you want to hit that unless it populates. It might populate by itself, and you might just automatically see the LP that you just unstaked on Ketchup, okay? If you don't see it, you need to hit import it. If PancakeSwap did update from the last time I checked and made this video, then you just want to click the option that says import it or find LP. This right here says find other LP. So I would click on that. But I don't have any Pancake LP to find. But I do know what you need to do. So once you hit the import it or find LP, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to find it or import it. Then you're going to manually select the two pairs. So let's say you had Ketchup BNB. You're going to hit BNB on one, and then you're going to do Ketchup on the other. Now, Ketchup is probably not in here. It will be for you, but if it's not, all you need to do instead of typing in Ketchup, you need to copy and paste the contract address for Ketchup, which is in the documentations on the main website. So if you go to the main website and you go to docs, and here we go. Never mind. I apologize. Don't go to the docs. Go to info. You go to info, token info. This is your contract right here. You're going to copy and paste that in, and it's going to show you KetchupSwap. Now, I don't actually have the LP pairs. But long story short, you're going to unstake them like I showed you. Then you're going to go to PancakeSwap LP. You're going to import and find those LPs, and then you're going to break them. It's going to give you the option to break them. When you break those LPs, you will no longer have the LP token, but you will have the two tokens that formed those LPs no longer chained together. So if you had Pancake and Ketchup, if you had BNB and Ketchup, you now have those two independent tokens. They're no longer paired. That's where we want to be. Now that you have those independent tokens and you're migrating, right? So you're going to refarm them on the new farms. Now you want to form those pairs again, but under the KetchupSwap liquidity. So you're going to go back to Ketchup Finance. You're going to go to trade KetchupSwap this time. So what we did is we broke the Pancake pair, and we're going to reform it under Cafe. So hit liquidity under KetchupSwap. Now we're going to click the exact same two tokens that we were using, BNB and Ketchup. We're going to I don't have any Ketchup, but if you have some, you're going to hit max, or however much. You're going to select how much you want to form, and then right here you're going to hit approve. Once you have that done, you have made your LP. You're going to go to farm, and you're going to farm it under the KetchupSwap LP. So you're moving from the Pancake LP to the KetchupSwap LP. Now, if you got to the step where you broke your PancakeSwap, right? You can watch my other tutorial on how to farm, and from there, you're just going through the steps of farming. So to make it real simple, you're going to go through the steps of breaking your pair under the PancakeSwap. Now you have your two independent tokens. You're going to reform them under KetchupSwap, and then you're going to farm like normal under KetchupSwap instead of Pancake. That's how you migrate from one to the other. And I hope this video helped you out, guys. Please subscribe, and please join the KetchupSwap Twitter and the Telegram. I'm going to have those links in the description. And if you haven't used your referral yet, I'm going to put my referral in the description. All you got to do is click that link, and that's going to help me a whole lot, guys. I appreciate everybody, and I hope you guys have a good day.